Get ready for a high-octane rush of F1 news. George Russell is on pole for the Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualifying, but can he hold off the competition? Max Verstappen is fuming after a disastrous qualifying session for Red Bull, calling the whole day a disaster. Pierre Gasly is flying high, out-qualifying Verstappen and feeling confident for Alpine. And Mercedes is looking dominant, with Toto Wolff explaining their massive gap to the rest of the field. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a second of the action.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Mercedes is back and stronger than ever. George Russell stunned the competition by taking pole position for the Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualifying at the Shanghai International Circuit. He was nearly a tenth faster than his teammate Kimi Antonelli, who secured the front row for Mercedes. The team showed incredible pace throughout the session, with Russell describing his car as on rails and expressing happiness with his first-ever sprint pole. This dominant performance comes after Mercedes hinted at their return to form in practice, and it sets the stage for an exciting sprint race, especially with the challenges of tire management and starts at this track. Russell was ecstatic, stating, "The W17 has been feeling great the entire day, and we've been able to make the most out of the car in today's qualifying session." Despite the wind picking up, he managed to put together a perfect lap. Kimi Antonelli, though settling for second, matched Russell in the early sectors and expressed optimism about the team's strong form carrying over from Melbourne. Andrew Shovlin, trackside engineering director, confirmed the team had landed on a good setup early on, with minor tweaks enhancing performance. He highlighted the importance of the sprint race for learning and scoring points, emphasizing their work on starts and tire management. Audience impact. Fans are buzzing about Mercedes' resurgence, with many analysts calling it a significant statement of intent for the 2026 season. The front-row lockout has intensified expectations for a strong race performance. But can Mercedes maintain this incredible pace throughout the entire weekend? Find out next as we dive into another driver's explosive reaction to his qualifying struggles. It's been a disaster. That's the blunt assessment from Max Verstappen after a truly dismal sprint qualifying session for Red Bull at the Chinese Grand Prix. Starting 8th for the sprint race, a far cry from his usual front-running position, Verstappen didn't hold back his frustration. Red Bull is clearly struggling for pace in Shanghai, with both Verstappen and his teammate Ishak Hadjar failing to impress, leaving them well off the pace of the leaders. Verstappen described the entire day as a struggle for grip and balance, particularly lamenting the car's performance in the corners. No grip. Honestly, I think that's the biggest problem. No grip, no balance, just losing massive amounts of time in the corners, he stated, clearly exasperated. He even joked about swapping his simulator for Nintendo Switch and playing Mario Kart to cope with the current regulations, hinting at his ongoing dissatisfaction with the 2026 F1 rules. His teammate Hadjar echoed similar sentiments, qualifying 10th and noting the significant gap to Mercedes compared to the previous race. Red Bull's technical director, Pierre Gasly, acknowledged the setup didn't perform as hoped, stating the team needs to analyze and improve. Audience impact. Fans are shocked by Red Bull's sudden lack of performance, with many questioning if they can recover. Verstappen's candid comments are a major talking point, fueling speculation about the team's development direction. While Red Bull is in crisis, another driver is celebrating a surprising leap forward. Stay tuned to see who's feeling confident after a stellar qualifying run. I'm extremely pleased with that, especially after last week. Pierre Gasly is beaming after a fantastic sprint qualifying performance for Alpine at the Chinese Grand Prix. The Frenchman secured an impressive 7th place, even out-qualifying Max Verstappen, and is feeling confident about scoring points in the sprint race. After a disappointing start to the season in Melbourne, Gasly and Alpine have found significant pace in Shanghai, positioning themselves as strong midfield contenders. Gasly expressed his delight, noting the substantial performance gains made since the Australian Grand Prix. "We found a lot more performance, Good learning from Melbourne, he said. He felt much better in the car from the first lap and is happy to be mixing it up in the top 10 again. I've been feeling good in the car. There's definitely more potential than we've seen in Melbourne, Gasly added, highlighting his confidence. His teammate, Franco Colapinto, had a more challenging session, qualifying 16th but acknowledging Gasly's strong performance as a positive sign for the team. Despite concerns about tire graining, Gasly is looking forward to the challenge. Audience impact. Gasly's performance has energized Alpine fans and surprised many in the paddock, with experts praising his driving and the team's development progress. He's now a strong candidate for points in the sprint race. From unexpected frontrunners to dominant forces, we've seen it all today. But what's behind Mercedes' incredible pace advantage? Toto Wolff is explaining the secret behind Mercedes' astonishing dominance in Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualifying, where George Russell and Kimi Antonelli locked out the front row with a significant gap to the rest of the field. Wolff highlighted that their advantage is primarily in the corners, allowing them to carry more speed and achieve faster corner exits. Mercedes has continued its strong start to the 2026 season, building on their success in Melbourne with a commanding performance in Shanghai. Wolff told Sky Germany, "I think our big advantage here is mainly in the corners. You can see it in certain cases. Pierre Gasly, for example, was the fastest on the straights, but our advantage comes in the corners." He elaborated that the car is on rails through the turns, with GPS data showing a consistent 5 km/h advantage over rivals like Alpine in certain sections. This allows for better acceleration out of corners, compensating for any slight losses on the straights. Wolff also credited their early focus on the 2026 car and the successful integration of their power unit and chassis as key factors. He contrasted this with teams that may have struggled with the new aerodynamic regulations, emphasizing the seamless performance of the Mercedes package. Audience impact. Mercedes' clear explanation of their performance advantage has fueled excitement among their fans and concern among competitors. The team's strategic development focus appears to be paying off handsomely. What a day of F1 drama. From pole position triumphs to major setbacks and surprising comebacks, we've covered it all. And that's a wrap on a thrilling day of F1 action. George Russell stormed to pole for Mercedes in China, Max Verstappen endured a disastrous qualifying, Pierre Gasly delivered a surprise strong performance for Alpine, and Toto Wolff revealed the secrets behind Mercedes' cornering prowess. Don't miss a moment of the F1 season. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content.